let's talk about digital advertising. It's one of the most powerful ways to grow a business, but let's be honest, it often feels like this black box where your money just disappears. Well, we're going to fix that. By the time we're done here, you are going to have a clear blueprint to turn that ad spend into actual, real results. So let's dive in.
I mean, this is the question, right? It's the #1 fear for pretty much every business owner out there. You hit Boost Post or you launch a campaign and that little voice in your head pops up, am I just lighting my cash on fire right now? The great news is the answer can be a solid no, as long as you get the fundamentals right first.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to clear up the huge difference between marketing and advertising. Then we'll look at where your ads actually show up online, and we'll demystify how you even pay for them. After that, we'll build a campaign from the ground up, and probably the most important part, I'll show you the common traps to avoid so your money actually works for you.
Okay, first things first. Before you spend a single dime, you have to understand this core difference. Seriously, getting this right is the absolute foundation for spending your money intelligently. Think of it like this. Digital marketing is the whole big umbrella. It's everything you do online. Your content, your social media, your emails, your website, the whole shebang. It's all about attracting and building relationships. Now, digital advertising, that's just one very specific tool under that big umbrella. It's when you pay to stick a specific message right in front of a very targeted group of people.
And this quote just nails it. It's the perfect way to think about it. All of your marketing efforts, the content you create, the community you build, that's like preparing the soil and planting seeds. Advertising is like bringing in a high-tech harvester that lets you go in and get results, fast, from all that groundwork you've already laid.
So if advertising is our harvester, where exactly do we use it? Well, there are a few key places online, and choosing the right one is kind of like picking the right tool for the job. You wouldn't use a hammer to saw a board, right? Same idea.
Okay, the big thing to get here is the user's mindset. It's totally different depending on the platform. Think about Google. When you run search ads, you are capturing existing demand. Someone is literally typing, "I need a solution to my problem." But on social media, you're creating new interest. People are just scrolling, and you have to grab their attention. And then you've got things like display ads for just getting your name out there, and of course video ads for telling a deeper story. Each one has a totally different job.
All right, let's talk money. This is where all the jargon can make your head spin. CPC, CPM, CPA. It sounds super complicated, but I promise it's not. We're going to break it down. Each one is just a different way of paying for a specific goal.
So let's start with CPC, which is just cost per click. This one is super straightforward. You only open your wallet and pay the ad platform when someone actually clicks on your ad. That's it. So if your main goal is getting people over to your website or a landing page, this is your model. You're literally just paying for a visit.
Next up is CPM. That stands for cost per mil, which is just a fancy way of saying cost per 1,000 views. Here, you're not paying for clicks at all, you're paying for eyeballs. So if your goal is just brand awareness, just getting your name and your message seen by as many relevant people as possible, CPM is perfect.
And finally, we have CPA, or cost per action. Now this is the holy grail for getting results. You only pay when someone does the thing you want them to do, like actually buy something or signs up for your list. It's incredible for your return on investment. But, and this is a big but, there's a catch. The ad platforms need a lot of data from you to make this work, which means it's usually a strategy for when you're a bit more established.
Okay, so we've got the what, the where, and the how. Now for the real strategic heart of this whole thing. Look, any successful ad campaign, I don't care if you have a budget of $50 or $50,000, is built on 4 essential components. If you get these 4 things right, you are way ahead of the game. Think of this as your non-negotiable pre-flight checklist. First up, your objective. What is the one thing you want people to do? Get specific, brutally specific. Second, your audience. Who exactly are you talking to? Don't just guess. Third, the creative. This is the ad itself, the picture, the video, the words. It has to stop them in their tracks. And finally, and this is so important, the landing page. Where do they end up after they click? This entire chain has to be rock solid.
I really want to pause on this because it's everything. You could create the most beautiful, perfect ad in the world. You nail the audience, the creative is amazing, but if you send that person to a slow, confusing, or just plain irrelevant webpage, you have literally thrown your money in the garbage. Remember this, the ad gets the click, but the landing page gets the conversion. That's where the sale happens. Okay, for our last section, let's talk about the pitfalls. Knowing what not to do is often just as powerful as knowing what to do. So think of this as your guide to dodging the landmines that most beginners step on.
Let's run through these, see if any of them sound a little familiar. Mistake number 1, just running ads with a vague goal or no real goal at all. Number 2, using the exact same ad to talk to completely different groups of people. Number 3, paying for all that great traffic and just dumping it on your generic homepage. And the two biggest ones? Not even looking at the data to see what's working, and betting the entire farm before you've even tested to see if you have a winning horse.
And that really brings us to the most important takeaway of all. Ads are not a magic wand. They are an amplifier. They can't fix a bad product, they can't fix a confusing offer or terrible customer service. But what they can do, and do better than anything else, is take a good business with a clear message and show it to thousands or millions of the exact right people. They just amplify what's already working.
So, there you have it. We've walked through the entire blueprint, from the big picture down to the nuts and bolts. The power is really in your hands now. So I'll leave you with this question and get you started. What is the very first #1 objective you want to achieve? Is it brand awareness? Is it website traffic? Is it that next sale? Just answer that one question and you've found your starting line.